Uppercase D equals distance. Uppercase Y equals vertical localized scale. Uppercase X equals horizontal localized scale. Uppercase Z equals localized spatial occupation. Lowercase z equals standard mathematical referencing value. Lowercase y equals standard mathematical referencing value. Lowercase z equals standard mathematical referencing value. Z is divided spatially by y and x. D is unlimited in scale. Y is unlimited in scale. X is unlimited in scale. Z is unlimited in scale due to it being a value of dividing y between x. Its default starting value is 0. Mark 0, regardless of starting scale values of y and x. It is possible for all three values, x, y, z, to be given the starting value of 0. This value, however, is considered a virtual value, as the true values are derived from spatial, and in the case of the generator's internal operation, the localized region of space is used by the PDM particle degradation module. S1 equals first spatial occupation. S2 equals secondary spatial occupation assigned to the overall region of space that the entire 6th gen, type A or higher, is located in. It is known by myself as regional spatial occupation in an infinite spatial environment. In other words, the generator itself exists in a region of an infinite spatial environment. In physical reference, this would be akin to an object's location and volume of spatial region used in the universe when the word spatial is used. When the words localized space occupation or space is used, this is akin to an object's physical location within the occupied spatial region of the universe. It could also go by the term pocket universe, since the analogy is referencing the 6th gen, type A, model spherical design. Another physical analogy is when you take a balloon, the generator itself, and fill it with air. The air is the localized region of space, derived from the spatial region of occupation where the balloon is located at. These two elements are simply different references, whereas one reference, spatial, refers to the medium, in this example which is air, which is derived from the location the balloon is in physically. Technically, the air inside the balloon is now a region of localized subspace, because it was trapped or quantified from the region of the infinite spatial environment itself. No two forms of matter or energy can occupy the same spatial region at the same moment. When I use the term by itself, spatial occupation, it is making an assumption, on my part that is, that the end reader is aware of it referring to the physical location of the generator itself in the infinite spatial environment or universe in this example. When I use the words localized region of space, I am referring to the subspace environment within the generator itself, as the generator derives its values from its spatial occupation. If I combine the forward regional with the words spatial occupation, I am now referencing the coordinates itself of the generator in a physical manner. In other words, I am wanting to access the external data for the generator's real-time location. This is accomplished by borrowing from the world of astrophysics, whereas I need 7 points of reference altogether, 6 located at the generator, and 1 for origination point, or in other words, the point of origin. Since astrophysics already has decided to use a cube to entrap the distant object, generator in this case, the number of axis references is equal to how many sides a cube has, that being 6 sides. The number is set as 6 at the destination. The unique thing that alters the basic rules of astrophysics for the benefit of the generator is that the origination point of origin, is left open, meaning that the origination point is not set to the actual physical location of the Earth, as it is in normal astrophysics. It is, instead, left open to the end user to manipulate to whatever numerical value they desire to begin operations with. This, in turn, sets up the constant state of infinity whenever using the generator and needing to reference the regional spatial occupation coordinates. It is in actuality the inverse viewpoint, the view from the generator itself, rather than the view from the origination point. Since distance is the driving force in the generator itself, rather than the actual numbers, the distance is always divisible to any decimal point the end user chooses. This also remains within the rules of infinity. Distance and division are the driving force of the generator's design. This simply means that it is, and always will remain, infinite in both scope and application by the very nature of its design itself.